So I'm going to mix the dough now. So the first thing I add is the salt, 23 grams. And then flour, I've got a mixture of, it's a mixture of wholemeal bread flour and actually white pasta flour, because that's all I've got due to the panic buying in the shops just now. So that's all going in. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to heat up another pint of water in the microwave, and meanwhile start mixing this lot up. So sourdough, the natural yeast in sourdough ferment much more slowly than if you buy a commercial baking yeast. So you shouldn't really let it over rise, but you can quite safely, my plan is to make up this dough just now and let that rise overnight and then bake tomorrow morning. So add this into the and just work that in. Now, what I used to do when I made bread was to make up the dough and brutally knead it for at least 8 minutes, which is quite a lot of work, and it had been drummed into me that it was absolutely essential. However, then I read another book which said, nah, just give it a press and a turn every now and again. So I tried that, and that is now much more the tack I take. See, the whole point of kneading is to strengthen the gluten, which is what makes the bread, gives it the strength to hold the yeast bubbles and hence rise. But if you're leaving it to ferment very slowly, that can kind of happen on its own without you having to knead it. So it's still very dry. I'm going to add some more water and make the dough up that way. And you'll notice I'm so far avoided sticking my hands in this, but it is fun. The only reason I'm delaying it is because at some point I'm going to have to switch off the video. I prefer not to cover my phone with sticky dough. See, it's pretty dry at the moment. What you want in terms of dryness is really to have it just as sticky as you can manage. If it's too sticky, it's just a horrible mess, and it's also won't hold its shape and so on. But what you find is that it will start off sticky, and as it sits and then you work it, it does start to absorb some of the water into the texture. So you can probably hear from the sound it's quite a wet mixture just now. It's actually too wet. But what I'm going to do is just let it sit like that for a bit. And if it needs more flour added later on, then